You don't want... You don't want your shoes?
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random, and... Stu!
What's up, Jones Bones? It's your boy, Stu, the husband.
Stu the husband. If you guys haven't seen him already, I have a whole I have a whole playlist called Meet the Husband. Go ahead and check that out. You know, it's almost been a year since you've been on my channel for the first time. Yeah, we gotta watch that together before the end of the year. It was our Christmas special from last year. If you guys remember, if you've been around that long. If you haven't, we're gonna do rewatching of our first video together, so you'll see it then. But if you already want to go ahead and see, you want to check that out, the link will be down below in the comments. You know, I got you. So today we're going to be continuing talking about why we moved out of the old place that we were living in because the drama. I am tired, honestly, of talking about this. Like, it's more so like every time we set out to talk about it, I just go off on a little tangent and stuff like that. And it's just because, I don't know, it was a bad situation. I have plenty of bad situations that I feel like I could just sit down and talk about. But it's just like, it's not the idea of reliving those situations. I'm not reliving them. I don't feel like, oh, I'm feeling mad all over again. But it's just I'd rather be doing something better with my time. So it's just kind of like, let's go ahead and get that story out there. So like, you know, it is my story, so I should share my story. But also like, I'm getting tired of thinking about it. Like, I've moved on. It's been like almost a whole year. You know, like, when's the time of expiration when you're talking about bad people? Like, I feel like we should, like, honestly, Jones Bones, we should have an expiration period, because after a while, you don't want to still be talking about the same thing, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, like, I think we already talked about how Stuart got attacked by a dog. We already talked about how me and the girl wasn't getting along. Like, she was friendly, she was, like, I don't know, you know? I don't know. And then also another thing is, someone's coming in the door. Hi.
Go.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
I guess we're having a photo shoot.
No, we're recording.
We're video away. Already.
I'm in the butt shake.
What?
And we are back. And I just think, like, each time we're trying to record, something happens. I'm gonna be real, something happens. I feel like it's because it's just like, the universe is like, baby, move on. But I can't move on because this is content. So, like, Stuart, pull out the list. We're gonna smash right through this. I'm done talking about it after this. If you guys have any questions about it, like, I'm happy to answer questions, but I'm done bringing this situation up, okay? Pull out your phone. Let's go.
Alright, so
Okay.
one of the roommates took up all the usable room in the fridge.
It wasn't one, it was both of them, okay? Like, the girl, she had more food in the refrigerator because, you know, she was going to do that diet thing. But honestly, it was a refrigerator and also 4 grown adults. Me and my husband literally ate out every single day. And honestly, it was a bad habit to make because, like, it was really a bad habit to make. It wasn't we ate out every single day before that situation. Although I think I ate out a lot. I'm going to be real. It's just a situation of like we'll talk, like, we'll sit down and talk about, like, that a little bit later, as long as Stuart's comfortable with it. But, like, it was just the situation and, like, the mental state. I was eating out pretty much every day. But at that point, I had no choice. I had no choice but to eat out every day. You know what I'm saying? Had me be gaining some weight in that house. Just a little bit. I got a little thicker, y'all. Hey. Okay, next one. We gotta do this fast because I'm
Alright.
done talking about this.
Repeatedly brought kids into the house during quiet hours. waking us up.
Yes. First of all, do not set quiet hours if you yourself is not going to make those quiet hours. Matter of fact, it was like, this is the thing, when I see someone that's like, I'm setting quiet hours, but I'm above these quiet hours that I set. When we step into that room, when we step into that zone of we have quiet hours, okay, sis. Sis, when we said we were going to have some quiet hours, sis. Here's the thing. That didn't mean that they're just for you and because you're the one who said, hey, I think we need quiet hours. No, they're for everyone, okay? Because the reason she said she wanted quiet hours is because she was working the overnight shift. So during the day, she slept. Okay, but the day she wasn't working the overnight shifts, you know what I'm saying? The day she wasn't working and the days that she brought her nieces and nephews over to the house, those were the days that the quiet hours didn't matter anymore. No, sis. No, I want to sleep in too, okay? I want to sleep in too. It is what it is. So it's that's very unfair. You think that this is your place, but it's everybody's place. Let's get real. What's next, baby? Keep it going.
Okay, repeatedly brought random people to sleep on our couch.
Ooh, okay. So let me tell y'all. I grew up where you couldn't even sit on the couch. This is the couch, honestly, that we could not sit on growing up. My mom would be hear us in the living room and be like, get off my couch. Y'all better not be sitting on my couch. I grew up like that. So when I moved out, my mom was like, look, you can have the couch. I'm trying to do a new living room set. I always wanted a white living room set. Couldn't because I had kids, but y'all gone now. She still ain't got her white living room set, but okay, sis. You just wanted to get rid of this couch. I see you. I took it. It's mine now. Anyway, so I grew up in that way about this couch. So, when we moved into the place, I brought the couch. I brought entertainment stand, I brought the couch, we brought that TV. We brought stuff and put it in the room. You guys remember in the last video, if you saw it, or the first video we talked about why we moved out, she didn't like the fact that, we brought the couch. She didn't like the color of the couch. She's like, oh, it's dark. It was free, so.
Yeah.
And then it was also my furniture is a black sand. She was like, oh, it's dark. And she just didn't like it. She was like, it's not the aesthetics. So we weren't vibing on the aesthetics already at that point. But anyway, the guy would have friends over, okay? And that's cool because we ain't never say, oh, you can't have people over. We probably had quiet time. And that's the only thing we really had, quiet time hours. And I told her, yo, your dog can't be in here. If y'all don't know why the dog can't be in here, I will link that up above. The dog attacked my husband, not pretty much, it happened, okay? But with the guy and his friends coming over, it was more so that's cool. But he would ask, oh, are you cool if my friend come over? And we're like, oh, yeah, cool. Because he had a full-size bed, and a big old room. Mm-hmm. So it was yeah, cool. It's cool if you come over. Why every time his friend came over, they were sleeping on the couch? And it's just I never, I feel I should have probably said something because it bothered me. Because I grew up nobody sitting on the couch this was a decorative couch. That's how I grew up. And every time I turned around, someone was sleeping on my couch. And I always wondered, you're asking if someone could come over. It wasn't even spend the night sometimes. You're just asking if someone can come over. Yeah, they can come over. You have plenty of room in your bedroom. That's the idea. If I'm bringing someone over into my apartment, and I have a big old room and they're sleeping over, they're gonna sleep. And honestly, the first night that he did that, the guy was supposed to be sleeping in the room with him, and he happened to sleep on the couch. And then other than that, after a while, I don't think he would ask if someone could come spend the night. We just walk in and there'll be somebody on the couch, okay? And then it'll be like an afterthought. Before it was like, okay, I'm gonna be respectful and ask you before someone spends the night. Now it's like, oh, my friend's spending the night, I hope you don't mind. And it's just like, yeah, like when he says that, he's like, my friend's spending the night, I hope you don't mind. He got kicked out of his house. How am I going to be like, no, he needs to get out, you know? Like, it's just like, that's not me, but it's also, it was bothering me to see someone on the couch that even I couldn't lay on up until like really this point. I couldn't lay on this couch until I became an adult and took the couch out of the house of my mother, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things.
All right, so next is, they broke my French press, my engineering triangles, and used up all of my nitrile gloves, which are very expensive.
I mean, Stuart is saying they, but it was he.
Yeah, it was only one.
Go in on that, baby.
Yeah, so my French press, I don't even know how he managed to, but he broke the glass portion of it, which is the bulk of the little maker. And I like my French press, and he was supposed to give me another one, and he never did. I kept, like, even after we moved out, I kept texting him, like, hey, has that new French press come in? And he kept saying, like, oh yeah, I ordered it. And I just never heard about it. So I just stopped texting him about it. And my engineering triangles, I need those for school, you know, because I'm an engineer. So he used them to build this really awful shelf for his bathroom. And it wasn't even measured very well, so I don't know what he even used them for. But when I got them back, not only were they all scratched up, they're clear. They're clear plastic. They were all scratched up and they were broken. And he used up all my nitrile gloves, which, if you know anything about, you know, the glove industry, is way more expensive than latex or even the plastic gloves you buy. So that was like $14 down the drain right there. It was a big pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. When the guy was talking about how he was gonna get Stuart another French press, I already knew that wasn't gonna happen. I knew that wasn't gonna happen from the get-go. Stuart still have faith in him, and honestly, that's another reason why we held off on having the video, because you don't want to like if he had given Stuart the French press, then we could have been able to say, hey, you know, it wasn't all. Like, we had a bad time, but at the end of the time, you know, we were adults about it, woo-doo-woo-doo-woo, and
one less gripe.
You know, that was one less gripe, and we would have made sure to tell you guys, hey, at the end of the day, this and this and that, because I don't want to just be, like, very one-sided with it. Like, even in the last video, I was like, you know, me and
Again.
Pause.
Okay.
I probably put a bloop there, but
there you go. Yeah.
Me and the girl didn't get along, but also she wasn't a horrible person. It was just things did not add up. We're just two different people, and like we butted heads. And more so, like, I'm very, like, vocal and stuff like that. I butt heads with people on a regular, honestly. People see me as very confrontational. I'm not. If I have something to say, or if I don't know if that's confrontational, but if I feel a certain way, I'm going to communicate it. And it's not going to be, like, in your face, like, I don't like you, but it's just like, no, I don't like what you just did. Like, that does not make, like, if I see you do something that doesn't make sense, sis, y'all who have been in my tarot pick of cards, you know how I get in that little rant. I'm just like, girl, like, I start getting like that. So it's just more so, I seem very confrontational. I think it's because I'm a big girl. But the other girl was bigger than me. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, with smaller people, I seem like I'm big mama, okay? Like, I seem aggressive even if I'm not trying to be aggressive. I accept that. It's my body type. It's the way I speak. I'm not a really timid person. Like, it's just me, you know? So I understand that I intimidate people. Like, I don't know, like, I'm a Leo, so maybe it's a Leo vibes. He's a Leo too. I don't think he got it as much as me. I'm just gonna be real. I'm sorry, babe. I don't think you intimidate people as much as I do.
I don't try to intimidate people.
I'm not trying. It just happens. Okay, next. Come on, we gotta get this done. I don't even know how much time we got. Let's go.
That's a good question. Okay, one of them asked why I didn't ask what they wanted when I was getting food for the house. Well, for me, and that other dude asked explicitly.
Oh, yes. Okay, so in the past, I talked about this in the last video with the girl and the guy that was a part of our third relationship. I think I want to talk more about that because, like, at this point, it's, the tea. Steaming. But, she was mad, like, so Stu and guy number 2, they went out, and I think they were supposed to be dropping off guy number 2. But while they were out, they were like, yo, let me surprise my wife and bring back breakfast. So they brought back something from, like, Dairy Queen. And the girl was mad because she was just like, that was rude of you because you didn't, like, ask me if I wanted anything. Mind you, in my head, I was like, wait a minute, because he was doing it as a surprise to his wife, not his girlfriend to his wife, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, every time he wants to surprise me, he need to ask you if you want anything. You know, like, I don't know if that's petty, but, like, I don't.
It's petty on both ends.
Is it petty on both ends? Because it's just like every time.
More so hers.
I don't know, because you might just be like on my side because you're my husband, but like every time my husband go get me something, he gotta get you something, sis. No, it don't work like that. Like, you know, we're kind. Like, I don't know, people who say we're kind, they're kind of not nice, but we're the type of people that, like, we had a car, if you needed a ride, we give you a ride, this and this and that, you know? Like, honestly, that went into a whole different thing. Like, husband was taking her to work. And one of the times that she was going to work, husband had to do something. Like, you were in the middle of something, and matter of fact, say the next thing, and we'll talk about that a little bit soon. Let's go.
Okay, well, let's see. There's the PS4 thing. Oh, no, it was the Blue Diamond. The Blue Diamond. Our Blue Diamond is all messed up now.
You say our. It was for Christmas.
Blue Diamond.
Mind you, for Christmas last year, my first Christmas being married to Stuart, his family gave us a whole set of, like, dishes.
Gave you that?
Yeah, they gave me, yeah. It was mine's. Mm-hmm. They gave me a whole set of dishes, like Blue Diamonds. And I talked to them, like, when we moved into that place, I literally had that Blue Diamond, because we moved in like May or April or something like that. I literally had the Blue Diamond for about 3 to 4 months. I still hadn't opened it because I was like, I'm gonna open this in a nice place and I want to take care of it, you know, like take care of the things that you're given, you know, like abundance. Take care of your stuff. So I talked to them, and when I talked to them, I was like, look, we're not using any metal spatulas, don't use any of that because it will scrape up the stuff. This is brand new. I got this for Christmas. Tell me why my stuff is scraped to hell right now. It's so scraped up, and it's just like it came with plastic utensils, and you didn't care. You did not care. Like, I let you guys know. Y'all saw me when I opened that box. I let you know that it was new and this and that, and y'all just didn't care, and that sucks.
And it has scorch marks all over it because he was using fire that was way too hot. You're not supposed to use anything above medium on those kinds of pans because they scorch. You haven't noticed them?
I did not know that you weren't supposed to use. I probably could have not like
well,
I wasn't. First of all, I wasn't cooking at that time, so I know I didn't scorch to my pans. But I'm saying that if I in the future, I probably would have scorched the pans myself, but I wouldn't have scraped them up
they're
like
yours,
that.
so it's
it's more so like if I fuck up my own thing, I fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. I'd rather fuck up my own stuff than someone else fuck it up. You know?
Mm-hmm.
What's next? Keep going.
Okay. I think that's all about it.
Y'all, the video stopped recording, and I don't know when, but I guess I'll edit the video, and where it stopped recording,
we'll do a part 2.
We'll do a freaking part 2!
You want to want to just do it right now?
No, I don't want to do it right now. I'm done.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I just said in the beginning of this video, I'm done with this. I'm done with this topic. And it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. You know, that's how I feel.